Use of firearms by a police officer. Firearms shall be used only when an officer believes his or her life or the life of another is in imminent danger or in danger of great bodily harm, or when all other reasonable means of apprehension have failed to prevent the escape of a felony suspect whom the officer has reason to believe presents a serious danger to others, where the felonious conduct includes the use or threatened use of deadly force. 1. Drawing firearm. Officers shall only draw their sidearm or shotgun when there is likelihood of danger to the officer or other persons. 2. Discharge of firearm. An officer of this department shall not discharge a firearm or use any other type of deadly force in the performance of his or her duties, except under the following circumstances. A. In the necessary defense of himself/herself or any other person who is in imminent danger of death or great bodily harm. B. Where the officer has reasonable cause to believe that the suspect poses a threat of serious physical harm, either to the officer or to others, it is reasonable to prevent escape by using lethal force. Thus, if the suspect threatens the officer with a weapon or there is reasonable cause to believe that the suspect has committed a crime involving the infliction or threatened infliction of serious physical harm, lethal force may be used if necessary to prevent escape, and if, where feasible, some warning has been given. C. To kill a dangerous animal that is attacking the officer or another person or persons, or which if allowed to escape, presents a danger to the public. D. When humanity requires the destruction of an animal to save it from further suffering, another disposition is not possible. E. For target practice at an approved range or in unrestricted areas. F. To give an alarm or call assistance for an important purpose when no other means are available. 3. Display and discharge of firearms prohibited. A. Officers shall not display their firearms or draw them in any public place except for inspection or use, nor shall officers handle their weapons in a careless manner which could result in an accidental discharge of the firearm. B. A member of the department shall not discharge a firearm as a warning shot. C. Generally, a member of the department should not discharge a firearm at or from a moving vehicle unless in the necessary defense of himself/herself or any other person who is in imminent danger of death or great bodily harm. If an officer has reasonable cause to believe the suspect poses a threat of serious physical harm, either to the officer or to others, it is reasonable to prevent escape by using lethal force. If the suspect threatens the officer with a weapon or there is reasonable cause to believe that the suspect has committed a serious crime involving the infliction or threatened infliction of serious physical harm, lethal force may be used if necessary to prevent escape, and if, where feasible, some warning has been given. 4. Juvenile felony suspects. An officer generally should not shoot at a fleeing felon whom he has reasonable grounds to believe is a juvenile. This section does not limit an officer's right of self-defense or his defense of others whose lives he reasonably believes are in imminent peril, except as provided in paragraph 2a or b above. 5. Acting as a peace officer while off duty or in other jurisdictions. Officers are reminded that as employees of this department, the policies set forth here enforce whether or not officers are on duty in this city or on special or casual assignment in another legal jurisdiction or when off duty, but acting as a police officer.